What up guys, it's your boy RickyMoto, welcome back to another video. And today we're going to be working on the Z125 Pro yet again. We're going to be changing out the turn signals because the OEM ones look like absolute garbage. I feel like whoever designed it should be fired. But anyways, we're going to be switching it out with the TST Industries integrated turn signals. I'm going to be showing you guys how to install it. Now I did get a relay, but I don't know if I'm going to actually use it or not. But before we jump into this video, make sure to drop a like and comment below. It really helps the algorithm.
Now here's the thing, my whole entire front end is held on by zip ties and tape right now because I was going to shoot this video the other day and then it started raining, so I had to stop midway. Let me get all this gaff tape off first. What you're going to want to do is remove two screws that are right behind here. I don't know if you guys can see, but if I wiggle it a little bit, right over here there should be a silver screw and it's an Allen key. Now both of them are removed already on my bike just because I was working on the front end. I was putting this windscreen on, and by doing so the whole entire front end should just unfold like that. But let me just cut this zip tie off.
Now inside of this assembly there are two plugs you want to get rid of, and these are the signal plugs. So there's gonna be one over here and one on the other side, which should look like this. I already removed it, of course. It's pretty simple. There is actually a release clip that you can either hold down and pull, but I like to use a screwdriver, kind of get it right under here and basically just pry it up, pull the cable out just like that, and there is a clip holding it in. So you want to do that to both sides. And then now you can get rid of the signal itself. Now there is a screw, but it's not really connected to anything, so just use your flathead screwdriver and you can actually pry this entire cover off. Just use a little bit of force, it won't hurt the bike. There are just some tabs that hold it in place. You just want to get under there and just basically push it out. All right, and this should just come right off easily. All right, and now to remove the actual signal itself, you just want to give it a nice twist and just pull it out. It's just held on by a piece of rubber, really, just like that. Now it's time to put in the new signal. So basically it comes with a plastic white screw. Now this is what it looks like. There is a fat side and a skinny side. Now the skinny side goes towards the back. Take this with the two cables, you want to thread it through like so, and you want to take that cap, thread it through, and basically when you get it all the way down, you want to start screwing this in to thread it in place. And this whole entire thing is just going to be held on by this little screw cap. So as you do this, you also want to make sure that the orientation of the turn signal is correct. You don't want it too high, too low or crooked. So just make sure you line it up properly. Now you don't need any tools for this. You can literally just tighten it by hand and it'll stay. So now here is the interesting part. You want to plug these cables back into the original connector. What you can do is snip this off and solder it on, but that's super complicated. So what I suggest you guys picking up is a conversion cable from TST Industries, and this is what it looks like. So it's just an extension, really. One end has the clip that will go into the original plug, and the other end has these two pieces which will actually connect to the two pieces of the turn signal itself. Now they are color coordinated. There is a black cable and a yellow cable. So with this one you have to kind of peel it back to see which one is which. So we're to connect the yellow to the yellow, and it just snaps right in like that, and then the black to the black. And after you do that, you can always use some electrical tape to hold it down in place. I like to use gaff tape for everything, so you just want to tape off the ends on both sides. All right, just like that, you're all set, and you can plug this cable back into the original plug. Now if you're using this extension conversion cable, it's gonna make it super long. So what I'm gonna do is just kind of loop it around, do a little bit of cable management, just to clean it up a little bit. And then I'm gonna plug it back in, and yet again there is a clip, so it's just snap in just like that. Now what I'm gonna do is test the signal to see if it actually works.
Alrighty, here we go. Let's turn on the right signal. Just like that, and as you can see, it just stays on. So I think I definitely need to put the relay on because it's kind of glitched out, and the tail light is also glitched out right now, so definitely need to put the relay in. Now what the relay is going to do is re-regulate, I guess, all of the blinking features. You can also adjust how quickly or how slow you want it to blink, but as you can see, it just stays on. Now, if you only install the integrated turn signals to the front and not to the taillight, then it should be blinking. But because I have LED aftermarket taillight installed, it glitches out and it just becomes solid. So let me just put the other one on and I'll get back to you guys.
So now I have both of the signals installed, and as you can see, when I turn the signal on, it just stays solid. So let me just turn the bike off. Now we're gonna install the relay. It's inside this huge black pocket over here. So first you want to just kind of get it out of its clip area. So it's gonna be inside of this, and you want to peel it back, but there is a black piece of tape that you want to rip off first because it's holding everything in. I think this is actually electrical tape that they put on here from the factory, but it's like really gooey because it's been on here for a while now. Alright, so now that we have all the electrics exposed over here, so there are actually two plugs over here. There is a big one and a small one. Now we're gonna forget about the small one. We're gonna focus solely on the bigger one, and you want to disconnect it, and there is a clip holding it in, so just hold that down as you unclip everything. You want to locate an orange cable on both sides, which they both will have, and you basically want to unplug those from the housing. So there should be a pin inside of each cable that you can kind of just push it out. Now to reset the orange cable, just take a little pin or a screwdriver that's really tiny, and you can just basically push it out from inside the assembly. Alright, so now that you have both pins released, the one towards the back, you actually want to reset the pin, because once you flatten it down, it kind of needs to be pushed back up for it to work again. So just carefully push it back up. Alright, now here is the TST Industries relay. Now this cable over here that sticks out of it is what's going to connect to the cable towards the back. And there is a clip on it, so make sure you're plugging it in the correct way. Now on this plug, as you can see, there is a little tab. On the right of the tab is where you're going to plug in the other orange cable. And yet again, there is a clip, so make sure you orient it the proper way. Now the cable that we have on top over here, there is this black plastic piece, which is a shrink plastic. So what it's gonna do is just protect the cable from slipping. So you just want to slide it over, and you can use either a heat gun or a lighter to melt it. So I'm gonna use a lighter actually. While you do this, try not to burn your bike down. Just be careful. All right, I'm gonna use a little gaff tape just to hold it in place. And then now the big two plugs that you unplugged earlier can go back together. Just shove it together. Make sure it clicks in place. Now at this point, I'm going to turn the bike on again and just test it to make sure everything is working. Right over there. And it's super boring and slow. I kind of want it to strobe. Now yet again, you can control it to whatever you want to. Let me turn the bike off. Now inside the relay housing, you can actually take this cover off, this gray looking thing. And inside of here is what you're going to be able to use to change the blinking speed. I'm going to put the screwdriver on the blue piece, and I'm going to turn it, and what it should do is adjust the speed of how it blinks. So over there, it's blinking faster, and I kind of like that speed, so that's what I'm going to keep it at. You can put this cover back on here, snap it in place. Now yet again, me and my gaff tape, make sure all my wires are secure and not going anywhere. And now you just want to do a little bit of cable management, so I'm going to hide this underneath here actually, and then zip tie it down. You could tie it down to the fork, but I don't want to do that just because the fork, you know, it moves around and I don't want that to obstruct anything. So, you know, you don't have to make it super tight, just at least it can hold. We have the integrated turn signals installed now. It looks fire. I like the fast blinking motion that we have going on. And then all you have to do is close the front end up like this. Badoosh. Put in the screws. I'm going to use zip ties because I just like zip ties better. And then, yeah, that's pretty much the whole entire installation. So here is the final look and installation of TST Industries turn signals for the Kawasaki Z125 Pro, and the relay installation to change the blinking speed. But yeah, with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Support the channel. And it's been your boy RickyMoto, signing off.